Yeah, when you think there's not another rung that he could possibly go, he finds it. It's impressive. I think back of the toughest, the toughest of the tough that have played the game of football, played the quarterback position. There's some, Brett Favre, guys. Bobby Douglas just flashed. Phillip Rivers. Yeah. I mean, what are some other examples?
Ronnie Lott, because I'm not a quarterback, but he got his finger amputated.
Yeah. I mean, it goes to show you that, everybody who plays is, they're all tough. Everybody's tough. There's nobody that's soft that plays football in the NFL, and what they play through, and in college football, high school football, just all of football. It really teaches you to have a toughness, thick skin like an armadillo, a real high pain threshold. Justin, is elite at it, in terms of a high pain threshold and just the ability, whether it's to play on one ankle. There's a strength there. We saw that last year. Play with one hand, play on one good ankle, and 20% on the other. It's incredible. It's just respect. I think admiration, respect, and I think I can speak for everybody's like that. Everybody's like that. He's almost in otherly world when it comes to that, and there's a huge respect for that I have, and I think everybody that plays the game who hasn't played the game has for guys like that who have that high pain threshold, have the strength of 10 men, however you want to say it, but it's real respect.
He wasn't exactly clear on what happened on the play. Watching it back, it looked like it might have just been hitting the helmet on the tackle. Did you get any clarity? Is that how it happened?
No, I haven't gotten any clarity on it, but I saw the same thing that you did. I thought it was like hit the helmet. Had that happen before, just hit it in a certain way, the offhand hit the tackler's helmet, which was, everything was clean about the play, just one of those things. And then, guys play. Guys, he's not the first to play through something like this, but it's it's just I see what you're doing. There's a real respect there, I think.
Justin said yesterday that Trey was ready to go and any necessary.
I guess. And another part is with him, that just it takes it to another rung. It's there's never any grimace or flinch or
You looked at it, but that was pretty much.
Got up, took the ball, threw it to the official, and
one look at it and then threw a touchdown.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. And a couple of impossible throws after that, it's amazing. Incredible.
So you said yesterday that Trey was ready in any necessary goal line scenarios. Do you anticipate actually doing that at some point, needing Trey to come into the game, whether it's to be to run a sneak or to give a handoff?
Yeah, all possibilities would be. We'll be better prepared, for those situations. Looking back at it, I don't think we've gotten enough reps, with Trey in those situations. But we'll get that. That'll be a point of emphasis, this week. Where Justin he's one of those quarterbacks that takes all the reps. He's just he's a machine like that, and we're gonna make sure that Trey's getting more of those goal line reps. Those situations under center, and that's need to do a better job of that. I need to do a better job of that.
Does Amari have a better chance to play in your mind this week than he did last week?
So as you know, we opened his window, and we certainly wouldn't have done that 21-day window if he wasn't close. And again, he's feel like he's been on track, and let the week play out again. But no definitive statement, to be made. You just don't know. But for sure. So I don't want to stand up here and say something I don't know for sure. But
go back to Justin and handing off. If the back is to his right, he's using his left hand, right? How much more difficult is that if your left hand isn't?
Yeah, you just improvise and adjust. You I&A it, and we've done it before. Guys have done that before. He's done it before. Hand off to your right, back on your right. He's coming right to left. I mean, you can even hand it off with your right hand. It's just it's like a card dealer. You get good at improvising and adjusting.
You do more flips instead of a straight into the belly kind of.
Yeah, tosses. Yeah. You can do that for sure. But you can also, even if you're going to your right, you can hand it off with your right instead of your left. And he's had that before. Other quarterbacks have had that before. I mean, it's good to get some practice at it. And remember, I got pictures of Steve DeBerg with a cast, and handing off that way. And I'm sure there's been other guys, but you're as a quarterback when it comes to handing off, you get really good at it. You get ambidextrous with it. You get we can do it with an offhand, like a card dealer. They're very, very good at things like that.
You guys sort of got into the pistol stuff as the game went on. Were you able to do a lot of the under center stuff you had in the game plan from pistol, or did you guys have to really alter what you were calling as far as because you were really only playing in shot on pistol after Justin Herbert?
Yeah, that's what we did. We improvised and adjusted, and many of the under center plays you can do in pistol. Okay. Does take you out of some. There's certain plays it takes you out of, but other plays you can take from the pistol or the gun.
So the reaction stuff is probably a little bit tougher.
The under center stuff.
Yeah.
Some things that we weren't good at, and even in one hand, we'll just see where the week takes us and what we can do. But those things can be. You can still do them.
Yeah. How did you feel like Trey played in those 8 snaps that he got in there? Mostly runs, but just how did you feel like he operated?
Calm, cool, collected. Came in, held down the fort. Really did a good job coming off of our own goal line, and I thought he did really good. And moving us down the field, and even when Justin was okay, he's ready to come back, and okay, Justin said, okay, Trey, if he keeps picking up first downs, and then all of a sudden it was 3rd and 5, and Justin just ran in and then converted a throw to Keenan on the boundary, and really never looked back. I thought he played a sensational rest of the game, elite there in the second half. Really good. Another rung on the ladder, of esteem. That's an esteem ladder. Those rungs represent, esteem goes up.
The way you guys were able to run it, some guys in the locker room talked about just the commitment to it. Even just looking at the numbers in terms of the percentage of design rushes. First half it was highest in the season. For the game it was highest in the season. How much of that was like an emphasis from you guys as a coaching staff, like after what happened to Jacksonville coming out of the bye, doing some self-scouting to really try and establish the running game, but also allow the offensive linemen to come off the ball, play downhill, and kind of establish the physicality that maybe had been up and down the last 2 weeks heading into the bye?
Yeah, there was definitely a point of emphasis on it, and I would say it was all things paid dividends. They were all part of all pieces of the puzzle schematically. Thought it was really good. I mean, there was a lot of variation. We probably ran 30 different types of runs in the game. I thought that was really good. I thought it was really good, just as you said, just the play, the physicality of the offensive line. Each guy across the front graded out over 90%. And some guys had their best game. Zion, I thought, another really good game by Zion. Really, maybe Brad Bozeman's best. Mekhi Becton, some big key blocks. Trey Pipkins, two really huge key blocks. Jamari Sawyer was really good against in pass protection against the bull rush. Just really played really good. I think that was a big part of it. I think the patience, the pride, the commitment to be better was a huge factor, and also the backs. As good as we've been, just being square in the hole, square downfield, the yards after contact. That leads to efficient plays in the run game, but then the yards after contact too. I thought some stellar plays by Kamani Vidal. In the swing pass where he picked up the first down. That was huge. That was elite.
Look at that one.
Yeah, they're great. There were some great camera angles on it, and the delivering the blow, the two tacklers, and then to then bounce out of that, physicality of the next opportunity on the boundary. Most guys would have been tackled a yard and a half, 2 yards short of that first down, and the leg strength and the drive to legitimately pick up that first down on the boundary. And then other plays, when the third down conversion he made when Trey was in there, that was impressive. Jared Patterson, great to see him get his first touchdown, and the yards after contact that he created, and then you talk about tough physical play. Everybody who had the ball in their hand at any time during the game was able to not turn it over. There's a lot of hard hits and contested catches by the receivers. That was really impressive. Physicality of catching that ball, completing that catch, taking the hit, contact's imminent, and then getting yards after the catch. Keenan and Quentin Johnson, the touchdown. There was talk about physical. All those things I think were pieces of the puzzle.
the 4th and 1 in the second quarter after the interception, you guys ended up going with a shotgun run to Kamani.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I understand the thought process to go there, but just as far as the play call, was there any facet of that where you guys were you were forced to be in shotgun, and maybe in a different scenario you would have been under center there, gone with an under center run and sneak, and that kind of impacted the play call there?
Yeah. I mean, we definitely left the first half of the game. Those 2 plays that where we didn't get points, that was one of them. And that was hindsight. We would have had a different play called there, either using Trey under center, or we could have gone with Conk. We'd have liked to have that back, and our guys overcame it.
As a sneak.
Yeah, could have. There's a couple other options we could have gone with. Yeah, I mean, astute to bring that up, and that's it's true. We should have.
Yeah, more so, like Greg's talking about it, like, even going back to the game when Joe got injured, week 4 and week 9, you're trying to adjust on the fly.
Yeah.
You've got certain plays in the game plan.
Yeah, we were kicking ourselves right after that. Like,
yeah.
There was a couple better options we could have gone with.
But there's certainly, like, the injury was a factor in there. You're trying to sort of sort through who's going to be in there under center. If we want to go under center, is it Trey?
Yeah.
Kind of trying to make decisions on the fly when you're dealing with an unexpected situation.
Yeah, we could have been better. Could have been getting a lot better. I mean, no excuse. We had right after we were like, should have.
So you guys practice comp sneaks? You guys practice those?
Yeah.
And like, why was he the choice for that as opposed to someone else?
That's where we've done it in games.
We played quarterback at some point, didn't we?
In his career?
But never with any other tight ends.
There'll be other options, and all options are open. But yeah,
As far as like,
guilty as charged. We could have had a better play there.
as far as like Thule's continued production this year, like how much do you credit like his growth to being in a room with last year's with Joey and Khalil, but just being with Khalil and the best mentorship or relationship they have?
I'm just really impressed with the entire edge group. Thule. I'm sure there's what you're saying. I mean, he's just a fabulous player. I mean, his relentless motor. Stands out the most. Khalil Mack. He had one of his best games, graded out 100%. Stat line, really good against the run and the pass. Bud Dupree was really good against the run, and Adafe, his best games are coming too. I thought he was really good against the run. It's a formidable edge group, and they all bring a little something different, in the style of play. That I think it makes it very hard on tackles, on opposing linemen. There's a different look coming with each guy.
Getting Tony back in the rotation, getting him back on the field. Obviously, he had an interception, but I felt like he was impactful in other areas, like even when he was rotating down into the run fit. Just what was the thought process of coming out of the bye and getting him back in the rotation? What do you think of his performance overall?
Yeah, we just felt it'd be really good to get him back in there. Just the physicality he brings, just in the right spot. 3 tackles as well. And a great interception. He came out of that. He came out of the post. He was moving, and a great PBU by D-Jack to create that. There was he's savvy, got the knack, for the game, and good physical presence. And RJ played. I think he had 19 plays and played very well. Derwin, another great game by Derwin. Elijah Molden, really good game as well.
You guys played quite a bit of cover zero in the game. Jesse was sort of dialing up some pressures. It was the most cover zero you've played since you got here. Was that a one-off game situation, or was that something you guys also kind of put your heads together in the bye and said, maybe trying to be a little bit more aggressive from a Colts perspective?
Yeah, I mean, stopping the run was a big emphasis. I thought our team did a great job in that area. Don't know the total. What was it? 38 yards and
31 yards for Jones.
But-
15 carries.
yeah. Really good in short yardage. Really good in the fourth down stops. Really good on third down. That was an emphasis.
All right.
This next stretch of games, I forgot to ask. With like 4 teams that were in the playoffs last year, all 5 are vying for seeding or playoff contention. Like, do you look at that at all? Like, how do you prepare the team any differently, or are you aware of that, or is it how do you approach the stretch?
Yeah, just approach it with the it's the nature of the business. This past game against the Raiders, that was the biggest game of the year. This game against the Philadelphia Eagles is the biggest game of the year.
I had one more I forgot too. Who was the swing guard yesterday? Who was going to, like, if somebody would have to go in at left or right guard, who would that have been?
Yeah, Trevor Penny.
Okay.
He was tackle and guard,
Okay.
and we were Bobby Hart was right tackle and right guard.
Right guard.
Right tackle and right guard. Yeah, that's how we're.
Trevor was basically all
Left tackle, left guard.
Okay.
And Trevor was our 6th offensive lineman,
Yeah, I saw him.
playing him in the heavy packages.